Imagine a man, John, who's been struggling with an addiction for years. This is a tale of determination, of courage, and of the relentless pursuit of freedom. John's life, once filled with joy and potential, has been overshadowed by the chains of addiction. Countless times he's tried to break free, each attempt echoing the last, a cycle of hope and despair, triumph and defeat. But John's spirit remains undeterred. Every stumble, every fall, he rises, dusts himself off, and steps back into the fray. His courage, a beacon in the dark abyss of addiction. His determination, a testament to the human will. Yet despite his valiant efforts, the elusiveness of success paints a grim picture. It's a painful narrative, one that resonates with many, a story that is all too familiar. John's story is not unique. Many people struggle with addiction without knowing how to break free. What if I told you that our brain chemistry plays a significant role in addiction? You'd probably be intrigued, right? Let's delve a little deeper. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter, is the key player here. It's like a courier in our brain, transmitting messages between nerve cells. Crucially, it stimulates the pleasure centers of our brain. When we do something we enjoy, dopamine levels increase, creating a sense of reward and satisfaction. But here's the twist: addictive substances and behaviors can hijack this system. They flood the brain with dopamine, far beyond normal levels. This hyperstimulation creates an intense rush of pleasure, but it's short-lived. Over time, our brain adjusts, requiring more of the substance or behavior to achieve the same feeling. This is the vicious cycle of addiction. But what if we could manage this dopamine response, rather than letting it control us? Understanding this, John embarked on a new journey to manage his dopamine levels. John discovered a concept called dopamine fasting. This intriguing technique is developed to help manage dopamine levels in the brain, the neurotransmitter often referred to as the feel-good chemical. But what does dopamine fasting actually entail? Well, it's not about starving your brain of dopamine. Rather, it's about taking a break from activities that give us a quick dopamine fix. Think of it as a detox for your brain, a way to reset and recalibrate. In our modern world, there are countless triggers for dopamine release, from the ping of a social media notification, to the thrill of online shopping, or the satisfaction of a sugary treat. These instant gratifications can overstimulate our dopamine system, leaving us craving for more and leading us down a slippery slope towards addiction. Dopamine fasting can help us regain control over these urges. By abstaining from these dopamine-triggering activities, we allow our brain to reset its dopamine sensitivity. This means we can start to find pleasure in simpler, healthier activities again. Going for a walk, reading a book, or simply enjoying a moment of silence. These can become sources of joy once more. The benefits of dopamine fasting are profound. It can improve focus, reduce stress, and help us break free from destructive habits. It's not an overnight fix, but it's a start towards a healthier, more balanced life. John began to see changes. He felt more in control of his life and his addiction. John's life started to change. He felt less controlled by his addiction. The shackles that once bound him seemed to dissolve. His world was no longer dominated by the insatiable need for instant gratification. Instead, he began to find joy in the simple things that he had overlooked before. A hearty laugh with a friend, a serene walk in the park, even the quiet satisfaction of completing a task, all became sources of genuine happiness. His relationships flourished as he became more present, more engaged. He was no longer a captive to his impulses, but a man in control of his choices. Internally, he felt a sense of peace and self-assurance that he had never experienced before. This newfound confidence reflected in his work too. His productivity soared, his creativity bloomed. He was not just surviving, he was thriving. John's transformation was a testament to the power of dopamine fasting. John's story could be anyone's story. It's about taking control, about breaking free from the chains of addiction. Dopamine fasting is not a magic bullet, but it's a tool that empowers you, gives you the reins to your own life. It's about facing the struggle, understanding the science, embracing the fast, and witnessing the transformation. So don't just stand on the sidelines. Join us on this journey to a better life. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this.